Hello students, welcome to my channel Shalini Tutorial Classes. Today we are going to do a very important chapter from maths, that is trigonometry. Now in this video you will come to know about the basic concepts of trigonometry and some very easy and simple tricks which would be helpful to you to understand these concepts in a much more better way, okay, and very helpful to you to solve your sums from your test books. Hope you will enjoy this video. Okay, so first of all, coming up, what is trigonometry? See, the word itself, trigonometry, it is derived from a Greek word, okay, where tri means three, gono means angles, and metry means the measure. So that means we are going to study about the three side figured angles and sides measurements. Okay, so rather we can say trigonometry is a branch of mathematics where we deals with triangles, especially the 90-degree triangles. That means a right angle triangle, and the relationship between their sides and the angles is the one which we are going to deal with. So this, you have a right angle triangle figure in front of you, in which angle B is 90 degree. Okay, it is 90 degree at angle B, right angle triangle. Now many students have a confusion that ma'am, in a right angle triangle, how we will identify a hypotenuse, base and a perpendicular. They get confused in the examination looking at the figure, because sometimes the triangles are tilted, rotated as per the diagram requirement, so they get confused. So today I'll discuss three very simple tricks in order to understand how you can distinguish between all the three sides. First, I'll discuss the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the slanting side of the triangle, very easily identified in a triangle when you look at the slant side. So in this figure, which is the slant side? AC. So for this, AC is the hypotenuse. Or in a very convenient manner, I will say, looking at a 90-degree right angle triangle, the angle 90, the side opposite to that 90 degree, is termed as hypotenuse. So you have both the ways to find out. Either you find it out the longest side, the slant one, or the other way is the side which is just opposite to the 90 degree. So if B is my 90 degree, just opposite to it, what it is having? AC. So AC will be a hypotenuse. Now coming up to the perpendicular. Now for perpendicular, in that triangle, whichever angle you are taking care for the measurement and all, with respective to that angle, the side opposite to that angle is termed as perpendicular. Okay, now suppose in this triangle we consider angle C. So side opposite to angle C is over here AB, or rather you can say BA, anything is the same. So the side opposite to angle C is my perpendicular. Okay, and for base, what will happen? Now see, the angle C, in order to name this angle C, how you will name this angle C? Either you will write it as angle ACB, or you can write it as angle BCA. This is the way to name the angle C. Now these two sides, BC and AC, these are the arms of angle C, because angle C is framed off between these two arms. So these two arms, one is always the hypotenuse and the other arm is the base. That means if the angle of which you are taking of the measure, the just opposite to that angle, the side is the perpendicular, and the out of the two arms of that angle, that is over here angle C, the two arms are CB and AC. One is the hypotenuse, which is known to you, the other one would be the base. Understood? So these are the three simple tricks you can use in order to find out the hypotenuse, the base and the perpendicular in a given right angle triangle. Now moving forward, let's have a quick recap. You have already known about Pythagoras theorem. Now what is Pythagoras theorem? That the square of the hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the square of the base and the perpendicular. Means the square value of the longest side of the right angle triangle is equals to the square value of the sum of the other two sides. This is known as Pythagoras theorem. So in this figure, if 90-degree opposite to that is C, that means C is the hypotenuse, and the other two A and B are my perpendicular and base. So in that scenario, C square will be equals to A square plus B square. This is Pythagoras theorem. Now, when you understood which one is my hypotenuse, which one is my perpendicular, which one is my base, now suppose all the three I consider them as side 1, side 2, side 3. Okay. Now out of these three sides, we can frame 6 different ratio. Side 1 is to side 2, that is 1 by 2. Then vice versa, side 2 by side 1. Then side 2 by 3, side 3 by 2. Similarly, side 3 by 1, side 1 by 3. So in this way, out of the three sides, I can frame out 6 different ratios. I'm very sorry, I'm not well. Okay, continuing. So in this scenario, what are my different ratios? Hypotenuse by perpendicular, perpendicular by hypotenuse, then perpendicular by base, base by perpendicular, then base by hypotenuse, and hypotenuse by base. So these are the 6 different ratios we can have. Now, in order to study trigonometry, all these 6 different ratios are being named. Okay, some name is been assigned. So if suppose you will call it on your own name, it won't be useful, na? Because universally we need one acceptance. So for everybody to understand better which one we are talking about, we have assigned particular names to each of those ratios, which is called as sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec and cot. These are the 6 names assigned to it. So let us know which ratio is called which value. So if I took angle A as consideration, so in that case, sine value will be perpendicular by hypotenuse, cos value is base by hypotenuse, tan value is perpendicular by base, cot value is base by perpendicular, cosec is hypotenuse by perpendicular, and sec value is hypotenuse by base. Okay, these are the 6 different names given to the 6 different ratios of a right angle triangle. Now you might be there like, ma'am has given 6 different and also confusing, P, perpendicular, hypotenuse, base, how I'll remember which ratio name is which one, how to remember that? Don't worry, I'll share a very simple and easy trick with you. Now first of all, you notice over here one thing, like when we discussed 1:2 ratio, then 2:1, 3:2, 2:3, that means we are having one inverse of the other. Yes, that means you have a look in the slide, sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse, and if you look at the cosec, it is having hypotenuse by perpendicular, just the opposite of the sine. Yes, look at the cos, base by hypotenuse, and then look at the sec, hypotenuse by base. tan perpendicular by base, cot base by perpendicular. So what you saw? Three ratios, if you remember. The other three are just the reverse of it. 1 by 2, 2 by 1, 2 by 3, 3 by 2. Understood? That's why in the beginning I tried to explain with the term of numeric 1, 2, 3 so that it would be easier to you to understand. Understood? So first you understand what is hypotenuse, what is base, what is perpendicular. Second, the naming, how those ratios are being named. Okay, then the 6 different names given, out of which 3 names are reverse of the other 3. Okay, now stay tuned, I'll share much more easy tricks to you. Now have a look. So in this triangle, now you got sine is what? Perpendicular by hypotenuse with the figure noted. This already we had done. So this is a quick recap, that sine, cos, tan, and the opposite of sine is my cosec, sec is the opposite of cos, and cot is the opposite of tan. Just the reverse. The values are just the reverse of them. Now you will say that, okay ma'am, understood that sine, cos, tan, the 3 are the reverse. But we need to learn sine, cos and tan. And if suppose I forget in the exam like sine p by h or b by h or p by b, you will get confused. So don't worry. I'll be sharing the trick forward ahead. Now see. Once this concept is clear to you that the 3 are the reverse of the other 3, now try to understand how to remember their values. Sine, cos, tan. Sine, opposite, that means the perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos, base by hypotenuse, that is the adjacent. Tan, opposite by adjacent, that is perpendicular by base. So in that scenario, if I take the first letter of all the 3, sine S, opposite O, hypotenuse H, SOH. Cos C, adjacent A, hypotenuse H, so it is CAH. Tan, opposite adjacent, that is tan TOA. So this is very simple, SOH, CAH, TOA. This way you can remember that the sine is perpendicular by opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan is opposite by adjacent. So SOH, CAH, TOA. If you need much more simpler, like you people are very catchy with Hindi quotations and Hindi word, so wait, stay tuned, I'll share the another one. See over here. Sine is what? P by H. Cos is what? B by H. Tan is what? P by B. So if we write sine, P by H, cos, B by H, tan, P by B. So taking the first letter, perpendicular, P for Pandit, base, B for Badri, tan, perpendicular, the numerator one, Prashad, P. Then the denominator, hypotenuse, H, Har. Again the cos, the denominator is my H, that is Har. Tan, my denominator is base, that is B. That means Pandit Badri Prashad Har Har Bole. Very easy. So those have difficulty in learning SOH, CAH, TOA can move on to Pandit Badri Prashad Har Har Bole. So the choice is yours. Which one is convenient to you, you can remember. Got it? So the choice is absolutely yours. The thing is to understand. So if you are comfortable with Hindi quotation, go on with this. And if you are comfortable with English quotation, you can go on with this. The choice is yours. Just the first letters are been picked and the quotation is been made. And once you remember the sine, cos and tan, it would be very easy for you to have cosec, sec and tan, because they are just the reverse. I just have shown you how they are the reverse. So having a quick review of what we have done, Sine, cos, tan, the values are there. Sine opposite by hypotenuse, cos adjacent by hypotenuse, tan opposite by adjacent. So the cosec is just opposite the sine. So the cosec, you remember the sine value, that is opposite by hypotenuse. Simply in the cosec you will put the reverse, that is hypotenuse by opposite. You remember the cos, then just the reverse you will put it on in the sec, and the tan reverse you will put in the cot. It's as simple as this. So you just using this quotation, you practiced Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, you wrote P B P H H B. So P by H, B by H, P by B. So the first is for the sine, the second one is for the cos, third one is for the tan. So sine opposite is my cosec, cos opposite is sec, tan opposite is cot. In this way, easily you are there in a position to frame up your own formulas without any pressure of learning all of them. I hope this is useful to you. Now, there when you move on with your exercises ahead, you will see there many more conversions coming up. Okay, so let's moving to how to understand that. Suppose for example, now you understood how to find out the sine value, cos value and tan value, that is P by H, the cos one is B by H and the tan one is P by B. So when you observe these three values, you will see that sine is P by H, cos is B by H. And when we divide both of them, sine by cos, what is happening? The H and the H in the denominator getting cancelled. Simple mathematics. H got cancelled. What is remaining? P by B. That means sine by cos, when dividing, we are getting P by B. And this P by B, which ratio it is? Tan. That means very clear. Tan is equals to sine by cos. Yes or no? I showed you the simple calculations. You putting those values and doing mathematicals, you can find out that tan is equal to sine by cos. So you know very well that tan reverse is cot. So tan value, if it is coming sine by cos, what will be the value of my cot? Cos by sine. Understood? It's so simple. So if one is known to you, the other will automatically come to you. So if I say sine, like once again I show you, the sine theta is equals to 1 by cosec theta. I can write this as, if subject to formula I will do, this cosec theta will come to the left hand side. What it will become? Sine theta into cosec theta equals to 1. Yes or no? Similarly, cos theta is equals to 1 by sec theta. This sec theta will come to the left hand side. What it will become? Cos theta into sec theta equals to 1. Okay, and tan theta into cot theta equals to 1. So you can see that in your upcoming exercises you will have such questions. So you can very easily, you know which one is a reverse of which. That means the combination, the multiplication, that means the product of those two is equals to 1. You know sine reverse is my cosec, that means sine into cosec is equals to 1. Tan reverse is cot, that means tan into cot equals to 1. Did you got my point? Cos reverse is sec, that means the product of cos and sec, that is cos into sec is equals to 1. And this tan by is equal to sin by cos and cot is equal to cos by sin. I just showed you the conversion, how it is came. So see, very easily all these formulas are there in your mind. No need to remember all this. In the right hand side, the list of the formulas what is given, you are without any pressure, you have got it into your mind. So if I say that children, did you understood like the basic concept? So first, if you understand what is the hypotenuse, perpendicular and the base, you are able to identify in a triangle, then you are in a position to name their ratios. Okay, now in order to learn that ratio, I told you sine, cos and tan. Okay, and the easy name both in English and Hindi, is known to you, so you can find out that sine is p by h, cos is b by h, and tan is p by b. So now when you know these three, the reverse of sine is cosec, so that is h by p. Reverse of cos is my sec, and the reverse of tan is my cot. So you got over there the multiple formulas without learning at all. Then as you know they are the reverse, that means sine is equals to 1 by cosec, the reverse, that means the product of those two is equals to 1. So again 6 sets of formulas are clear to you, that means all the reverse value, the product is equals to 1. No need to remember, you all the ones you can copy on your own. That means sine opposite cosec, that means sine into cosec is equal to 1. Tan opposite cot, that means tan into cot equals to 1. Cos opposite sec, that means cos into sec is equal to 1. So did you saw, like within the video has started till now, you are in a position to understand and frame on your own all these 10 to 15 formulas which we have discussed right now, all in your fingertips, and none of the formulas I have made you to learn, just very simple basic concepts. So if you understand this, if you want, once again when the video is completed, move to the starting point and listen to it carefully and try to visualize yourself how well you have understood. You can examine your own self, like once again when you will watch the video, you can one by one you will yourself be in a position to answer. Okay, in that way you can cross check yourself how well you have understood. Now moving ahead, trigonometrical ratio of complementary angles. These sums, again one exercise complete you will have in your textbook. So let's start with our very simple trick. Now in this scenario you have to just remember that we have three ratios, the terms are complementary angle, the three angles pairs are complementary. So for that, first of all understand what is complementary. You know very well from the junior classes you are doing, sum of the two angles are complementary when it is equals to 90 degree, both the sum value is equal to 90 degree, and if both the angle sum is equals to 180 degree, then we called it as supplementary angle. Okay, so complementary means the two angles which we are talking about, the sum of the values of both the angles will be equal to 90. So there are three pairs which are complementary. One is sine and cosine, the other one is tan and cot, and the third one is sec and cosec. Okay, so what does it mean? That sine plus cos is equals to 90 degree, cos plus sine, the reverse. If you know that sine plus cos is equal to 90 degree, you can also write that cos plus sine is equal to 90 degree. It is the same. Okay, tan and cot, tan plus cot is equals to 90 degree. So you can also write cot plus tan is equal to 90 degree. And similarly sec and cosec, that means sec plus cosec is equals to 90 degree, or rather you can write cosec plus sec is equal to 90 degree. Means the same. So in that exercises you will see some sums like this, 90 minus theta, theta. You will be confused, what is this 40 degree, 50 degree, 75. Do I need to remember all this? Not at all. Not at all. What you have to just remember is the complementary angles, that is sine cosine, tan cot, sec and cosec. So in that case, if the teacher has given you the value sine theta, so what is the complementary angle of sine? Cos. That means the other will be what? Cos 90 minus theta. Like for example, I said 20 degree to you. Find the complementary angle of 20 degree. What you are doing in your junior classes? You took, let the complementary angle be x. Then what you wrote? 20 plus x is equal to 90 degree. Then x is equal to 90 minus 20 and x is equal to 70 degree. Very simple. You just rather to say In simple word, what you did, you just subtracted the value given over there with the 90. So if I am asking you sine 20, that means what you will do? Cos 90 minus 20. Simply you will subtract it from 90. So sine theta is equals to cos 90 minus theta. Theta could be my any angle. Similarly, my other complementary angle is tan and cot. So tan theta will be equal to cot 90 minus theta, or cot theta is equals to tan 90 minus theta. Understood? See, the different formulas are there in a very easy manner. You just have to remember the three complementary angles, and if one is known, the other will be the 90 of that. So if in exam the question comes sine 40 degree and there is a big sum over there, so instead of sine 40 degree, you can also write what? The complementary angle of sine is cos. So I can write over there cos 90 minus 40, that is cos 50. Understood how sine 40 is equals to cos 50? Suppose if I give you cos 15, now cos and sine both are complementary, so I can write instead of that place is equals to sine 90 minus 15, that is equals to sine 75. As simple as that. You just have to remember the three complementary angles, and if one is known, the other will be the 90 minus of that, because complementary means the sum is equals to 90. Understood? So in this way you can frame out all the formulas. So sine and cos all the value, inverse, then similarly you can have for tan and cot, and similarly for sec and cosec. Understood? Any problem? Please let me know in the comment section. Now, the another set of exercises in your book will be having these kind of degrees, the ratios. Now you will see that, oh God, over here to definitely I am going to learn the table. Ma'am will ask me to learn this table and then memorize it and then use it in the exam. Not at all. Shalini classes means no memorization, only understanding. See, now you saw this table. What we are using? Our standard ratios, that is sine, cos, tan, cot, sec and cosec, all the 6 of them, and we are taking 5 standard angles, that is 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Now without learning and within a minute you can fill up this table. If this box, empty box is given to you, within a minute you will be in a position to fill up the box. How? Keep watching. Just have a look. The trick. We have the 6 ratios over here and the standard angles I have taken. Now simply what you do, without anything, from left to right, you just number it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now once you wrote just bottom to 0 degree 0, 30 below 1, 45 degree to that you below write 2, 60 below you write 3, 90 below you write 4. Done. You will take a time to write 0 to 4. Now simply, because which is the greatest number over there? 4 is my greatest. You divide all the number by 4. So 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. What my value will come? 0 by 4 is 0, 1 by 4 is 1 by 4, 2 by 4 is 1 by 2, 3 by 4 as it is, 4 by 4 equals to 1. Now for the sine value, this is, you have done the rough part. Now for the sine value, what you will do, you will take the square root value of those numbers. So for sine 0, what in the 0 I am having? 0. So you will take the square root of 0. So square root of 0 is 0. For sine 30, you will take the square root of 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 square root is what? 1 by 2. Similarly, sine theta 45 degree will be the square of the value 1 by 2. That is equals to 1 by root 2. For sine 60, it will be root value of 3 by 4. That is root 3 by 2. and sine 90 will be equal to root 1, that is equals to 1. As simple. Did you learned anything? No. Simply you wrote 0 to 4 and all the digits you divided by the largest number, that is 4, and took the square root. So for the sine value 0 to 90, within a second you wrote all the values. Yes or no? And once you wrote the sine value, the cos is just the opposite. Just you reverse. Means 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1 is the value for sine. The opposite will go. The train just you move in the opposite direction. So what will be the cos value? 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by 1 root 2, 1 by 2, 0. What you wrote in the sine from left to right, the same you write in the cos right to left. That's it. No division, no multiplication, nothing. So sine and cos, you got the answer. Now tan we know very well that it is equals to sine by cos. The division value of sine by cos is equal to tan. Already we have discussed in our video this. So just what you do, you divide what is there on the top. So on the top it's written 0 and then 1. So 0 by 1, 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. What will come? 2 got cancelled, 1 by root 3. 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2 got cancelled, answer is 1. Root 3 by 2, 1 by 2. 2 got cancelled, the answer is root 3. 1 by 0, it's not defined yet. So we just wrote undefined or not defined. So sine, cos and tan. How much? Did you took any pressure to write? Nothing. Within easily you wrote 0 to 1 to 4 you wrote the number. You divided each number by 4 and the answer value you took the root for the sine. Cos you just reverse the value. And for the tan, sine by cos you divided and wrote the value. You got the first three. And as we know, the other three are the reverse of the first three. Just the reverse value you write. Reverse means reciprocal. So sine reverse is my cosec. So sine value is 0. So reverse of sine will be 1 by 0, which is not defined. So we wrote not defined. Then sine 30 degree is 1 by 2. So my cosec 30 degree will be the reverse of that. That means the reciprocal. That means 2 by 1. So I wrote 2. Then sine 45 is 1 by root 2. That means the cosec 45 degree will be root 2 by 1. That is equals to root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So reverse will be cosec 60. That is 2 root 3. Sine 90 is 1. So reverse of cosec again 1, because 1 by 1 is equal to 1 by 1. It's the same. Understood? So the first three values you are in a position to find out, mention. The other three are just the reverse. You just have to remember that sine opposite is cosec. So whatever the sine values are, just do the reciprocal of that and wrote it down. Cos opposite is my sec. Just whatever the cos values are there, you put the reverse value, reciprocal values over there. And tan values are known. So tan reverse is cot. So the reciprocal value of tan will be put in the cot. It's as simple as this. So when you first look at this table, you thought I need to learn all this, and there are the chances of forgetting. But after this concept, I think if in the exam also a small rough table also you will make for sine, cos and tan, hardly within a minute you will be there in the answer sheet rough column. The table is ready and you can look at the values and fill up over there. So in exam the questions will be sine 45 degree. Immediately in the rough hand side you have that column and you will look at the answer and immediately put it up. No need to learn. So one more exercise of your trigonometry is very easily done. So let's have a quick recap of what we did till now. Sine P by H, cos B by H, tan P by B. This is all what we know. And the reverse value, cosec sine, sec cos, cot tan, tan is equals to sine by cos. These are the formulas which we have derived. And the table just now we discussed how to do. Okay. So I hope the video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching my channel. Stay tuned for many more videos upcoming. And if you like it, please subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you and have a nice day.